is it about Eli where it feels like we underrate him during the regular season and maybe he's overrated during the postseason?
I think the problem with Eli is the thing that allows him to be so successful in pressure-packed moments keeps him from being as successful as he needs to be in the regular season. He just doesn't get fired up. He doesn't get in your face. He doesn't lead in a way that we've seen guys like his brother Peyton do and Tom Brady and just that very strong drive. Maybe it is all internalized, but it doesn't come through, so it's harder to get the guys around him to be as accountable as a Peyton Manning would have held his teammates to be accountable. But then when you get to the playoffs and it's a bigger deal, guys like Peyton Manning seem to appreciate how big of a deal it is. Eli just doesn't seem to care, and I think that's what allows him to have those great moments. He doesn't get overwhelmed by the pressure. And so I think you take the good and the bad together. It hurts you in the regular season, but it helps you in the postseason because he's not freaked out by anything.
If he didn't have Super Bowl rings, would he be a Hall of Famer?
Eli Manning, he would be on track to be. I mean, he's got the 10th most passing yards of all time. I think if you get to 50,000 career passing yards, you get in because Warren Moon's in with 49,325, and he doesn't have Super Bowl rings. So he's working his way toward it, quietly piling up the statistics and the performances. But, those two rings are going to help him tremendously. Without them, it would be a much tougher question.
But is that magic number 50,000 passing yards or 300 touchdowns?
Well, I think that you probably need to have both. 50,000 passing yards is a lot. And despite the proliferation of offense the last 40 years, Dan, there still aren't many guys who have 50,000. There's only 6 guys who have 50,000 or more passing yards. The 300 touchdowns are nice, and Eli's one away from that. Mm-hmm. So he's closer to that standard than to the 50,000, and I think he ends up getting both, and with or without the rings, he probably gets in. It also helps to have the last name Manning. I mean, let's be realistic about that.
And playing in New York, too, and your 2 wins in the Super Bowl came against the Patriots as well.
Yeah.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.